What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today, we're back at Insurance Auto Auctions here in Oklahoma City for another walk around. Let's jump into this video today and see what we find. As usual, we're gonna browse the inventory and see what they have. I was looking for a specific car out here and I found it, and unfortunately, it's not exactly all that I hoped it would be. Now, with that said, I found something else that I was not even looking for, and it turned out to be something really great. So maybe it's something we can end up winning. It was a 2007 Saab 9.3 Aero, the convertible with the Aero package. Beautiful car, turbo V6, something that I've kind of low-key always wanted, a bucket list car, if you will, but I've just never been able to pick up, and we are currently winning it for $575. Listed as hail damage, but I didn't see any hail damage. Who knows? So we're going to continue on Pontiac Vibe, man. These are aren't these like Toyota Matrixes? Sorry, guys. God, I must be getting hot already. I think the Pontiac Vibe is a Toyota Matrix. Those things, I routinely see them out here with like 301,000 miles on the odometer, and they still run. It's honestly kind of incredible. Oh, a Hyundai. Must be a hail car. Maybe? Run and drive, 71,000 miles. Yep. 2020, it's a Palisade, and it is here for other. Oh, is that a bullet hole? Oh, wait, somebody took an axe to this car is what they did. This is vandalism. That's what it is. Vandalism. Somebody chopped it up. Somebody took an axe to this car. Ooh, I wonder what happened. I can only imagine, you know, what would make somebody so mad if they take like an axe or something sharp and just start beating the hell out of a nice new car. I'm gonna go out on a limb, speculate. I'm gonna say maybe, just possibly, somebody cheated. You know, it happens. All right, here we got another one. Is this another Palisade? This one's wrecked. Telluride. I don't know the difference. Okay. Oh, an old Mazda. This is a 626. Isn't that what this is? I could be wrong. I think this is the old 626. Yes, it is. Oh my goodness. When is the last time you saw one of these? I mean, it's riddled with hail damage, and it's definitely not the best looking. 2002 626 run and drive, collision damage. Really? Yeah, I don't see collision damage. I mean, it could use a paint job. Oh, I missed it. That wheel. Yeah, it collided with something because that wheel is now into the fender. Yeah, probably just needs a lower control arm. Not a big deal. Parts for that thing are a dime a dozen. People are probably dying to give the parts away. You know what I mean? Actually, most of them have probably already been crushed. Oh. Let me tell you something, eating the dust out here, it gets to you. Excuse me, it really does. There's so much dust out here to breathe in. All right, let's see what else we can find. Challenger, they're still trying to get rid of that blue one that we saw last week. I was high bidder on it till about $5,000, and they want like $9,000, and I declined, and they relisted it. And today I think it's only like $1,500. I don't know where it is though. I don't see it. Looking around, let's see if we can find a Lexus. We haven't had one of those in a long time. Speaking of, there's one right there. It's almost like it was meant to be, guys. Like an LS430, 2004 LS. Flood car. I can tell it's a flood car already. It says it's a non-runner, 150,000 miles, water damaged. You can usually tell when the cars out here are water damaged. Sometimes they'll say it, sometimes they don't, but they always leave the doors cracked and they put tape over it like that to try to air out the interior. Now this is not too bad. It's got good tires. Of course it says it does not run, and I'd be inclined to believe, oh boy, yep. Oh wow. Yep. She took on water without a doubt, man. This is rank. This is really, really rank. Oh, come on. I got to get in here. Let's just take this and move it to the side for now. Don't worry, we can put it right back on. I'm sitting it right here where it's easy to get to. Oh boy. The question is there a water line? How bad was it? I see debris all over the floor, mud, dirt. Oh wow, all the way up here. I'm gonna say the water line was up here to the, damn. There's a lot of water in this one, guys. A lot of water. But maybe it wasn't running. And look at the bag, the moisture bag collecting water. Yeah, I mean, they do everything they can, you know, but there's really, once you get a car that's like a quarter full of water, good luck. You know, that's, let's see how bad it is under the hood. First question is always, is the engine full of water? Let's find out. No, clean oil, right up to the full mark. So the engine is not full of water, but that does not mean that the cylinder heads did not ingest water, okay? So we know that the block is in good shape. Hopefully that means transmission and everything else is in good shape too. Man, does this have keys? I can deal with getting the mold and mildew smell out of this. Like, I can handle that. But what, yeah, it's got keys. It's got keys. Let's throw a jump on it, guys. Let's see what this one does. A lot of times these will be listed as non-runners because they don't want to get into these biohazard cars. Flood damage, you got mold, mildew, all kinds of stuff growing in there, been sitting in the heat. It's very dangerous to breathe that stuff in. So a lot of times they won't even attempt to start these flood vehicles. We're about to find out. Unfortunately, my booster pack is close to being dead, and that is bad news. I didn't realize how much that Cadillac I was looking at in a previous video really messed it up. The seat still works. That's a big deal. It means the tracks are not rusted. That's impressive because this thing had a lot of water in it. I gotta scoot this back, guys. I can't fit in here at all. That seat was like all the way forward. I almost hate to climb in this thing, but what are you gonna do, right? Let's take the key, put it in the ignition. Oh, it just... Somebody's got the hazard lights on, so this might have been running. Son of a gun. Boy, this thing had a lot of water. Look, it's all crystallized in there. I hear the fuel pump, I think. Engine just clicks. Dang it. Miles are 151,675. She ingested water. You can hear it. Yeah, so it's probably running. With as much water as in here, it's probably done, guys. Dang it. I was just saying, I didn't even know this thing was sitting out here, and I was just saying, man, we need a Lexus on the channel. Just happened to walk up on it. It's almost like it was fate. Obviously, the oil being clean, it gives me hope. We need to get this cover off. We need to get down to the spark plugs. This isn't a turbo engine or anything. It's just I think it's a twin cam, 4.3 liter. You know, get the spark plugs, get the coils out of it, and maybe we can suck the water out, put some Marvel Mystery Oil down there, let it soak for a while, and then try it again. But I don't know, guys. I got a feeling that this one is probably in bad shape. See, somebody's already been under here. How much? Oh, they took the air filter. Yeah, they took the air filter, so somebody already tried to get it running. Apparently it didn't work out. This is one I'm going to put on the watch list, guys, but honestly, this is going to have to go stupid cheap because currently, as far as I'm concerned, this is nothing more than a parts car. Well, moving on, right next to it, we got a Range Rover, even better. 51,000 miles, 2021. What? Is it a run and drive? I can't tell. No kidding. This is, it says collision. So we're missing something, which means it's probably totally crunched. Nope, on the other side? Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, that's okay. Everybody tells me to stay away from Land Rover and Range Rover anyway. I think it's pretty good advice. So moving on, see what else we can find sitting out here. A Dodge Journey. Not really. Not feeling that one. A Volkswagen. Oh, there's my Challenger. Over there, my RT with the shaker hood. Manual transmission. Listen, guys, 8,000 bucks. If you want it, it's yours, because I'm not paying $8,000 for severely hail damaged with the back window being busted out and some like 88,000 miles. Can't do it, guys. But if you're interested, it's out there. No. I almost thought about the Lincoln there for a minute, but we'll pass. I like this Ford. A little too new and a little too crunched. I'm really going to try hard to stick to the stuff from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. I may occasionally grab something else, but I'm going to try this new format out for a while and just see what you guys think of it. Hopefully you enjoy it. If you do, great. If you don't, well, then I can always sell all the cars and go buy new stuff. Oh man, I do love the body style of this truck, but the passenger or the driver's side is totally destroyed on it. I mean, totally destroyed. Oh man, a Raptor. See, I'd make an exception for this one, but again, totally smashed. We're just not having any luck out here today, guys. Let me walk around for a little bit, save you guys some time, and we'll come back when I find something interesting. So many of you begged me to get this Ram 3500. No, guys, no. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. I know it's a great old work truck. I'm not doing it, guys. But over here, I just had to show you guys this. The more I'm looking at it, just walking up to it, the more I'm like, there's not a chance. No way. Pedal, 89, 325. Somebody was working on it extensively or getting ready to scrap it. They were nice enough to plug the intake with a bag to keep things out. So that's good. Looks like where the distributor used to go is wide open to the elements though, so that doesn't really help much. You got your air conditioning. I don't know what that's called, the evaporator coil, I guess, or the condenser. Maybe that's called the condenser. I think the evaporator is up there. Boy, what happened to this? Here's the dashboard and the convertible metal cover. Oh man, wow. I think you guys need to get on Monkey Wrench Mike's channel right now. There's a fender that's not fully bolted up. This thing was in some kind of an accident. Oh yeah, you want to talk about a rebuild series? Here it is, guys. This is it. Here's the lot number. Send that over to Monkey Wrench Mike. Tell him he needs this on his channel, and tell him thanks to Randy for finding it for him. Now, y'all don't even think about touching this one. All right, this one is mine. Cold air conditioning, 1990 classic 90s F-150, right? Long bed, a low pro toolbox. It's got the old school wheels, new tires, clean on the outside and the inside, a little bit of clear coat peeling on the hood. Bumper's a little damaged, but I mean, not too bad. This is actually a really nice truck. Looks like it's got new exhaust. It's got dual tanks. It's got a 7-pin on the back. I mean, it's a little beat up, a little bit. It's got some dings and dents here and there, but I mean, this is a perfect driver quality truck. I would probably, just because it's who I am, I'd probably get the hood repainted, and I may leave the rest alone. I don't know. I could take it to Mako. I bet they could throw another two-tone on this. It's just, the problem is it is kind of beat up, guys. And I'm not sure that it really makes a whole lot of sense to spend all the money to have it completely repainted. Getting the hood repainted, getting the rest of it polished out, I think would make a huge difference and make it a very respectable looking truck. Honestly, it's so clean. I would drive this thing all the time. I'm pretty sure the battery's dead. I showed this before, but I'm so excited about it because the auction is literally, oh, it's dead. The auction is literally tomorrow. And this thing just rolled over 100,000 miles, guys. Literally, the miles are 00014. If you didn't know better, you'd almost say it's got 14 miles on the odometer, right? But it doesn't. It's 100,014 miles. I love this truck. I'm currently winning it for $500. $500 for this beautiful old F-150. So I just got a phone call from one of my transporters coming from California. This guy's picking up quite a few of my cars, and he's bringing them all to me simultaneously. He ran into a problem. I think it's a W140 chassis. I can't remember for sure. It's a 95 S320W. It's got no keys, and you guys may remember that those 92 to 95, some early 96s, they had the biodegradable wiring harnesses, which meant that over time the wires just kind of disintegrated, touched each other, melted things, caught fire. It was a horrible deal. There was never a recall done on it at all. And I didn't know this until I sent Monkey Wrench Mike a picture, and he was like, great, you got one. He said, you're gonna love this car. He said, oh, except the biodegradable wiring harnesses. And yeah, it came with no keys. So obviously non-runner, non-driver. My transport guy is there and somebody locked the steering wheel. There's no keys to it. And we don't know how we're gonna get it off the transport truck. So he is actually running around right now trying to find somebody that will cut a key for that Mercedes. And good luck, because he told me it's gonna cost at least $300, maybe $400 to get a key cut for it out there in California. We still won't know if it runs and drives. He just needs to be able to turn the steering wheel and put it into neutral, I guess, to get it on and off of his trailer. So interesting things coming up, guys. Yes, and I bought it for $600. $600, and it was a beautiful, mileage unknown, but the body was so nice. Interior was so nice. I couldn't pass it up. Beautiful old Mercedes. So hopefully it arrives with a key, and if it does, I guess we can always try to find out if it runs or catches on fire. Ooh, an Impala LTZ. I sure like these. I told you guys, I got a lot coming. I got a lot of cars coming to the channel. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. I hope you do, because I'm really getting into some of the cars that I am most passionate about. Not this new stuff, not exotic cars. I mean, they're fun and everything, but I'm really into the cars from my era. You know, 80s, maybe some 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s cars. Those are the ones that just get me going, man. All right, guys, I'm not seeing anything along this row so far that's getting me going. So we're gonna clip the video here and we will come back when I find something worth showing. That didn't take long. Found it, an SRT8 Chrysler 300. This is it, guys. Oh man. Why is it here? The bumper's held on with zip ties. That's fine. Hail damage? It's got some hail. That's fine. You just don't come across these old SRT8s very often, guys. Wait. It's a non-runner? Oh, come on. Come on. Wait a minute. This is not an SRT8. No, it's missing all the SRT stuff. This looks like it's a regular... Did somebody throw a freaking badge on the back of it? And some wheels. I swear those look like SRT8 wheels. What are these? These are blah, 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 blah. 20s. I guess they could be factory. I thought the Chrysler 300Cs came with 20-inch chrome wheels. Oh, you mother. Okay, they just stuck a badge on it. That's all they did. They stuck a badge on the back of it. That's not even the right badge. It says SRT design. I'm an idiot. I thought I found, literally, it was 2 seconds after I cut the camera off, I saw that and I was like, oh man, an SRT8, we got to. Okay, let's try this again. Now this is one from last week. You guys may remember it, the G8 GT. It's an LS powered Pontiac, kind of a rare car anymore. It's a run and drive, cold air conditioning. She's really rough though, guys. I bid it up to about $2,500 and I walked away. This car may be worth a ton of money. I just don't know. I really don't know. And I'm just not all that interested in it. The spoiler's been ripped off. It's got quite a bit of damage down the side. That's the main reason. It's got damage all down here. The dog leg is smashed in. The door's all busted up here. Scrapes. The fender's smashed in. The fender's got a huge crease right here. Here's the thing. In the pictures, you don't really see it. You know what I mean? The pictures kind of look like this. You ain't gonna see any of that stuff from the pictures, guys. You gotta come out here and put hands on it. You gotta look at it. You gotta really check these things out. Now, the passenger side is great, but she's rough. The paint's rough. Door handle's missing over here. I mean, it's just... She's a rough car, man. You know, for $2,500, I'd do it. I'd do it for $2,500. But honestly, anything over that, and it's already past $2,500, it's just not worth it to me. Now here's one that doesn't interest me all that much, but I'll bet there's somebody out there that would love this car. It's kind of busted up. It's a 98 Toyota. It's a little bit older, you know, but honestly, it doesn't look too bad. Valve cover gaskets are always leaking on these. I mean, always. It's like people never change the valve cover gaskets on these cars. So who knows what the timing belt looks like with oil all over it. Oil is about halfway full and it's very clean. Trans fluid, look, you can actually check your own transmission fluid. Those were the days. Ooh, well, you know, it's brown, but, you know, it's Toyota. I guarantee you, Transmission probably shifts just fine. My biggest concern on something like this is the fact it's a timing belt motor. You guys know that I really just kind of hate timing belt engines. I hate 60,000 mile belt services. It's such a waste of time and money, in my opinion. Now, I know timing chains and tensioners and stuff go bad as well. I've seen cam gears break. It can happen to anything, but it's like this, you're guaranteed, man. Every 60-ish thousand miles, you better be on top of that timing belt, because if you're not, well, car's not going to last a whole long time. Missing the hubcaps, it's got hail damage, the clear coat is peeling. I mean, this thing is yeah, it's a hoopty, but it's a V6 quad cam. Quarter panel smashed in pretty good right there. But, you know, it's a beater that'll probably get you up and down the road reliably for a long time. Oh boy, it's nasty inside too. Normally these Toyotas are very clean on the inside. People tend to take care of them. This one's ragged out, guys. It's a bucket. That's what we used to say back in the day. It's a bucket, it's a hoopty. Ugh. Boy. But, on the plus side, no chipped keys. Let's put the key in it, probably dead. I'm surprised. Toyotas usually have charged batteries. I'm kidding. It's hit or miss. Let me throw a jump on this thing real quick, guys. Let's see if we can get it to do anything. You know what's kind of cool about these? Look at the starter. They put it right there on top of the engine. Super easy to get to. It's almost like they wanted to make it relatively easy to work on. Those days of cars are gone now. Of course it runs. Of course it runs. Probably got cold air conditioning too. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. I'll bet money cold air conditioning kicks in. 279,446 miles. Good God. It's got a lot of miles. That's a Yoda for you, right? Man, there it is. Cold air. I told you. I knew she was going to have cold air. Radio probably works too. It's missing half the button. See, half the button's gone. Still works. Cold air conditioning. Oh, well, power steering don't work. Trans. Backwards, yes. Right into gear forwards, yes. No joke. I bet the port window works. It's a little slow, but she'll get the job done. Passenger window, less important window. Let's try it over here. Nope, does not work. That's all right. So, like I said, it's a bucket, it's a beater, it's gonna need a little work. Power steering, that's something to definitely check out immediately. No fluid, is my guess, probably a leaky hose. Let's see, oil was changed, oh boy, in 2022 at 247, and it's got 279, so obviously it's got clean oil. That means that somebody has changed oil, probably did it themselves or something, you know. It's an old car, let's give it a little rev. Oh, squealing belt. I bet it's soaked in oil from the valve cover gaskets and the power steering. And look, we even have an extra button. There it goes, quieted down. Oh, I lost the button. I dropped it. There we go, that quieted down. Power steering yet? No. She's got no power steering fluid, but that air conditioning, that is good and cold, guys. How are you gonna beat that? How are you gonna beat that? This thing's gonna go for nothing, guys. Nobody's gonna spend any money on this. Nobody's going to. I'm gonna shut it off. A running, presumably driving, Toyota Camry. Yep, she's not pretty. Yes, you really need to do some maintenance. Oh, you can smell the oil burning. Woo, oh yeah. Yeah. Is this power steering fluid right here? Power steering, is it full or is it empty? Oh no, she dry as a bone. She is dry as a bone. Now, you could probably put some fluid in here. She'll probably come back to life for a little bit till it runs out again. My biggest concern on this, though, is that timing belt, guys. I don't see anything about a timing belt. Now, with 270-some thousand miles on it, I promise you, timing belt has been done. But when is the question. And how long does this one have left? I don't know. Could be a good beater with a heater if you're interested in it. Well, here's a lot number, because this one is not going to be for me, but there it is, there it was. Moving on. Don't get too excited. There's probably something wrong with it. It says it runs and drives, 2001, so it's kind of on the edge of what I'm looking for. Yeah, run and drive 2001 GMC. It's called the new Sierra. It's got a soft tonneau cover on the back. Somebody was burning the tires. It's a good sign. Tailgate's dented. Tow package, 7-pin. Maybe a 4-pin? No, just a 7-pin. That's fine. A little busted up. Definitely a work truck, for sure. Can't wait to see the interior because they're usually ragged out on these. You know, it's dirty. It's, ooh, and rusty. You don't see rust all the time. It's got power, really. Huh, interior really doesn't look that bad. It's even got power. Tires, you know, they're okay. Headlights, could use cleaning or replacing. Paint job, could use replacing. And it's an SLE trim. Seats look good. I wonder what the miles are on this. You know, she needs a little work. Windshield needs replaced too. Hopefully it's not a 6-cylinder. Started right up, you kidding me? This probably got 300, yeah, it's close. 244 on the odometer. I saw all of this tore up and I was like, she's got miles on her, guys. She's definitely got miles. 244,000 miles, half tank of gas, good oil pressure, check engine light is on. You got a Kenwood deck right here that somebody somehow kind of took off. Okay. I hear an engine knock. That's not important though. What's important is, does the air conditioning work? Next is, does the important window work? And the less important window, yes. Yes. Next to that, does power steering work? Of course it does. Ooh. Oh boy. She got some play. She's got some play in that steering. Oh, this seat is good and broken into. Real nice. Power points right there. Ashtray full of money, so you're already winning. You get money back when you buy this. Air conditioning. Well, you know, it's hard to say. It's blowing out of there and it's blowing out of here. It's definitely cooler than what's outside, but it's really hard to tell. Gears? Reverse? Yes. Drive? Yes. She's got gears, guys. She might have air conditioning too. She really might. You know what I'm thinking? You guys are thinking it too. Let's see, 922 of 24, 246,000 miles. So somebody was just changing the oil. Like this truck was still being used. This truck was still being used when somebody decided to get rid of it. I know it's a little rough, but Mike made friends with a Mako. So he's got some friends. Good, good, good. It's not the V6. It's going to be the 5.3 liter V8. This is perfect. You guys know where I'm going with this, right? This would be a perfect tow pig for Monkey Wrench Mike. He's not looking for anything like super fancy or super nice. He's just looking for something that's going to be reliable, relatively cheap to maintain and work on, that can tow. This is it, guys. This is it. And honestly, it doesn't look that bad. You know, the clear coat peel looks worse. It is dented and dinged up. But I mean, you clean these wheels and tires, you throw a fresh coat of black paint, don't worry about the silver down there. Just focus on a fresh top coat, you know, of the black paint. Clean up those headlights. It's quiet as a mouse. Let's see if the air compressor is spinning. I don't even know where the air compressor is. I think it's got working air conditioning, but I could be wrong. There's the air compressor down there, and oh, the belt is gone. It's got an accessory belt that runs off the crankshaft. That's interesting. Instead of running off of a serpentine belt, the compressor actually runs off of a little independent V-belt with its own little V-belt tensioner. So obviously air conditioning does not work. The fact that it's got air blowing out of the defrost of the floor, that is a classic and very common GM problem. It is a vacuum leak, and I typically know exactly where that is. Look, it's got all the room in the world back here for Lola. I mean, he could go to the pick-apart yard, he could find a center console, he could find a new door panel or a new armrest. It really wouldn't be that big of a deal. This would not take much, is what I'm trying to say, to make into a very respectable tow car, tow truck, whatever, work pig. This is not bad. I'm gonna put this on the watch list. I wonder if he'd hate me if I bought this for him. Huh. He didn't seem to like that Ford that I bought him all too much. That turned out not to be such a good vehicle. Maybe we can redeem ourselves on this one. What do you guys think? Worth it? Or should we pass? I almost forgot about the rod knock. I thought I heard it knock, but if you look, all the gauges look good. And take a listen. There's no knocking. No knocking at all. Comes with a key fob, comes with one key. Monkey Wrench Mike. This is going on my watch list, guy. This one could be yours. So what's great about this one is it's a public restricted, which means I am not competing against the general public to purchase this truck. It's just me against other dealers. And let's be real, how many dealers are looking to put something like this on their lot? It was frontline ready right here. Kidding. No, it's not. It's not frontline ready. This is not something most dealers are going to be looking for. High mileage, it needs paint, it needs body work, it needs interior work, you know. I don't think I'm going to have a lot of people bidding against me on this, so that means I could get it, hopefully, for really, really cheap. Then maybe we could surprise Monkey Wrench Mike. But I know that's going to be hard to do because you guys are probably going to go and tell him about this truck, and then I'm trying to buy it for him, and it's going to absolutely spoil the surprise. With that, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.